Oh, you're not going to tell me? Can I speak to your supervisor, please? That one wants to. Oh, can I speak to somebody else? Can I speak to another department? Can I speak to your supervisor? And you just keep going until you get an answer. Even on here is places to write the name and phone number of the person you spoke to. Then they're going to try to trip you up and say, well, we need the procedure code. Got it. At the bottom, lab in is 43770. Bypass is 43644. That's right there. Then they're going to say, well, what's your diagnosis code? We need one of those before we can tell you. Not that too. 278.01. You see, we went through this and we prepared this package so that it walks you through this whole process easily, so that you're not kind of left out there dangling, not knowing, because the insurance company will do everything possible to not pay. Okay? The next sheet I've prepared for you, and this is prepared as a reference only, not as a reason for you not to call the insurance company. As of May 21st, these are the things that we knew for certain the insurance companies want. Now, there's one column on here that says multi-year history. It's going to say 2 years, 5 years, it could be blank. If it says 2 years, that means, this is 2008, so 2006 and 2007, I need also, in addition to your 6 months, a page out of your chart that has your height and weight on it. At least your weight, if not your height. So that they can see that in 2007 and 2006, you were overweight. If it's a 5-year history, you have to go back to 2002. 2008 doesn't count. So you'll do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you have one for 2008, great. Okay? It's kind of another way for them to weed people out. Men tend to have the hardest time with this because men don't go to the doctor unless they're dying. Okay? It does not have to be from the same doctor. You can have multiple doctors. I just need one from every year. So if 1 year you have a cardiologist, and another year you have your PCP, and another year you have from a pulmonologist or an orthopedist or whatever, as long as I have one from every year. Women tend to have an easier time because you generally have 2 doctors that you can get things from between your GYN and your primary care. Okay? So this is just as a quick reference. You can kind of use this as well to mark off, got this, got this, got this, got this, got this, as you're putting together all of your documentation. Now, the next one is about the support groups that we offer here at NYU. I would highly encourage you to attend one. Whichever surgery you're interested in having, we have one for bypass, which is the 2nd Wednesday of the month. We also have them for the lap band, and there are 2 of those. One from the 3rd Wednesday, which is the 0 to 12 months, which is the one you would be most interested in, because Dr. Carey is going to give you a great overview tonight of obesity and its effects on health and lifestyle and all of those things. She's going to give you an overview of surgery, kind of the risks and benefits and all of those things. But these are the people who live with it every day. These are the ones that are going to be able to tell you, yeah, it really sucks when this happens, or, oh man, this is great and I can't wait for this and that and everything else. So you're going to get the patient's perspective when you come to the support group. So I would highly encourage you to come to this one, the 3rd Wednesday of the month, because it just gives you a broader basis and a broader perspective as you're educating yourself, as you're making this life-changing decision and moving forward with everything. The next sheet is about our adolescent study here at NYU. If you know an adolescent who's already suffering from adult onset diseases like diabetes, hypertension, sleep apnea, any of those things, please give Allison a call or give that sheet to their parents or whatever, because we're doing a study on the adolescents in getting them banded, and it's only for a band, getting them banded so they can lose the weight, so they have an opportunity at having a normal teenage years in high school, going to the prom, in college, all of those things. So you might end up being 3 days and not 2 days, because it's when I get a chance to slide them in there, but I'm the one that does it. The other caveat is I always send them out for a lap band. If you're interested in the bypass, you have to tell me. Otherwise, you're going to email me back and say, that's not the one I want. I want the other one. And I've been accosted by very mad people because they didn't give me that. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'll send you the other one. I don't have a problem with that, but you need to tell me, okay? This sheet, if you have any additional questions, that has my phone number on it. So mine is the top number, the 0701. The bottom number is the general office number. I can tell you that our phones are extremely, extremely, extremely busy. It can be very difficult to get in sometimes, to get us on the line. Just keep trying, because we have an archaic system that we can't upgrade. And so we have to suffer with it until somebody can figure out something to do to handle the amount of calls that we get every day. The last one, this is a study that's been going on for a while, and I was just asking the doctors about how it's going and everything, and they were saying that they're not getting a lot of volunteers for it. So this is certainly something to pay attention to. It's called the omentectomy study. It's for people who have diabetes and are on insulin, or who are taking pills only. So if you think about it, if you think you might be interested, when you meet with the surgeon, you can go ahead and ask them about being a participant in it. And I did say, I think I saw in the office that there was also some compensation. So that always helps a little bit to kind of get study things going. So go ahead and think about that. Now, for everyone who's come in after I started, I'm going to go through the beginning again. My name is Tammy, and I work here at the practice. We are going to become fast friends, for sure, as we move through kind of the process here. If you have a cell phone, please put it on vibrate, turn it off. I know people have kids and they need to be available, but we don't all need to hear whoever's dancing and shaking body parts, which is always kind of fun, but